People have asked me, why am I so passionate about strengths? Well, I can tell you that they literally changed my life. Here's my story. I used to work at United Airlines. I worked there for over 26 years. And after we emerged from bankruptcy, while I loved everything that I had done, the company was not quite the same as it used to be. And so I was looking for an aspect of a new employer that would give me a little bit of a challenge and be a fun, enjoyable place to work. Well, it just so happened that the Alliant Credit Union had a Director of Training and Organization Development position open, and I thought, oh, this is great. The Alliant Credit Union used to be the United Airlines Employees Credit Union, so it's kind of like I'm just moving from one division to another. Well, I couldn't have been more wrong on that guess. It really was a very different company, and the morale was really very low. They had just changed and emerged as a new company. They were thriving, they were doing well, business was good, but the employees were disappointed and they were disenchanted because in the new startup, they had to give up one of their benefits, which was very valuable to them, and that was the idea of travel on United Airlines, to go anywhere you want to go, kind of whenever you want to go for little of nothing. And I knew what that benefit was like, and I was willing to give it up for the challenge of implementing a new employee value proposition, which they refer to as the strengths-based philosophy. So I knew what I was getting into. I took the assessment myself so that when I was asked during the interview, what are your top 5 strengths, I could speak to them in their language and give them my top 5 strengths. And so my job was to really work with managers and get them to utilize the strength-based philosophy, which really means you focus on your strengths as opposed to your weaknesses or your development areas. And this was really a 180 shift, because in corporate America and all of my years at United Airlines, performance evaluations were always a very painful time. It was difficult to give, they were difficult to receive, because you were always talking about what you needed to develop, what you didn't do well, what you need to focus on. And it's okay to have weaknesses, I get that, but sometimes it's the way that they're talked about that makes the conversation difficult. And what I was supposed to do with these managers at the Alliant Credit Union was I was supposed to help them talk to their employees about their development needs, but utilizing their strengths as a way to overcome it. That sounded exciting to me, and believe me, it was. When I started working at Alliant, they had measured their employee engagement factor, and they had a rating of 0.8 engaged employees for every 1 actively disengaged employee. And by the time I left 2 years later, they had a rating of 13 engaged employees for every 1 actively disengaged. And that actually set world-class levels for a financial institution. So I was very proud and happy with my success. I left at a good time, started my own consulting company, and the rest is history. And here I am today, sharing with you what I know so that I can help you be a better you. And now you know the background of strengths. They're really all about your personal engagement and how you bring yourself to the world in a stronger, more likable you. So that's it for today. Have fun.